Y'all, we need to stop failing the same test over and over and over and over again, especially when it comes down to men. But in general, like, the devil really do not change his tactics or his strategies. He's been using the same things since the beginning of time. Like, be for real. Like, I'll catch myself wearing the same thing on the same day the next following year. Like, you gotta peep your patterns, and you gotta peep the devil's patterns, because I promise you, he give you the same test, because he's really not that smart. We just gotta restop being that dumb. Like, I know that sounds kind of harsh, but I'm speaking to myself too, because you ever date the same dude but with a different face? You have the same type of group of friends, or you'll catch the same type of scenario. Like, I've been through this over and over and over again, because it's the same test. It is the same test. They just make question 1, question 7, question 7, question 13, but it's the same test, same exact test. And the devil's like, I wonder if she's gonna remember the answer. But you know the answer, because you already done seen the consequences before. You done failed the test 4 times, and yet, even if you didn't know how you failed it 4 times, and then by the 5th time, you don't know the answers. Let's say you really got every single question 1 wrong every single time. By the 5th time, you should know the answer. I don't, like, by the 4th time, you should really know the answer. But by the 5th time, you should be passing this with flying colors. So if you've been dating the same type of dude since you was 19 and you 30 something years old, bro, you're not even trying. Like, you're not even trying. So we need to really start taking responsibility, because the signs be there. You can tell by how a guy look at you, what type of time he on. Boom, immediately. Don't even give yourself the ability to catch feelings, the opportunity to catch feelings. Immediately cut him off. Ask the hard questions from the jump. Stop waiting till the end after you don't know his favorite color, what he likes to eat, that he's cute. Y'all went on a couple dates. Y'all clicking to ask the hard, tough questions. You need to be asking, do he want kids? Does he want to be a husband? Does he want a wife? What does that look? When you say building an empire, everybody say they want to build an empire. What does your empire look like? What kind of empire are we building? Are we building an empire of the kingdom? Are we building Sodom and Gomorrah? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or are we building the Roman, like, you have to figure out these things before you even catch feelings. Y'all don't even be asking if a man believe in God. There's some people that be like, well, I'm gonna just pray, and maybe I'm the one to change his heart. No, you're not. No, you're not. That's God's job. If that man is supposed to lead you, he's supposed to be ahead of you. I'm sorry. It's very, very, very rare occasions where you got to speak to God specifically, but I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not the norm. So if you really, really feel like you just not meeting a person, and this man is pursuing you, and he is not trying to know the Lord in any kind of way possible, and you're all the way over there and he's all the way back here, I'm not saying that's not your husband, but not in this season. You need to just be his friend and go live your life, and God will bring him back around when it's supposed to, but you're not supposed to wait. I'm gonna be very, very honest with you. Like, he is supposed to be the head. It's God, him, then you. You can't be led by a person that's behind you. You can't. I'm sorry. No matter how much you love that person, no matter how much, they claim to love Jesus or whatever the case may be, when somebody is further behind in their journey than you. And I'm not saying that you're a better Christian than them or nothing like that. You just got to know your seasons. There's no reason why you should allow that man to pursue you for marriage if he still ain't even gone through his wilderness season yet. Because everybody knows that you hear the word, you may get saved, and then you got to go through your wilderness season before your mind is renewed. That wilderness season is such a vital season, and it is very hard to want to be in a relationship or have a man pursue you and he has not gone through his wilderness season, or you have not gone through your wilderness season. Because in that season, that's when God isolates you. That's when God takes the time out to really he starts stripping down things. You start becoming a different person. So what you was attracted to in one season, you're no longer attracted to by the time you get out. And that may not be the person that you like no more. Y'all may not even recognize each other no more. So in that season, God has to isolate you. And it's really hard to go through a wilderness season while being in a relationship. Now, it's different. If y'all already married, I'm not talking to y'all because I can't speak from that aspect because I ain't married. I'm speaking for the single women. Do not put yourself in a position to make your journey harder than it need to be. It's not worth it. We are meant to be single for a season time. And if we do get married, we're expected to be married till the day we die, till death do us part. That's what's in the vows, right? So meaning your single season is a very small window, right? For some people. But that means you need to really enjoy that season and stop skipping over, like, stop just trying to answer the questions. Like, really focus, why did I miss that answer? Like, question 3 is really question 1, but if I really read question like 1 or 3, you know what I'm saying, like, I would understand that, like, it go together. But instead you just circling anything and just hopefully you pass. No, read, understand, discern. And if you don't have discernment and you don't know if your discernment is strong, you should not be dating. I'm gonna be very honest with you, because you're gonna pick the wrong dudes. If you questioning your discernment in a season and you're questioning if you even have discernment, you don't have discernment. Because discernment is tested by as many times as you trust in that discernment. Every single time you believe what God is telling you and you act on that, that's strengthening that muscle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like going to the gym. Everybody has muscles. Everybody has discernment. But some people's discernments are stronger than others because they flex that muscle more. They train that muscle more, right? They do what they got to do to become stronger. So that discernment is the equivalent of doing so as if the gym is constantly talking to God. When God tells you something, acting on it, not waiting for the evidence to match what, you know, your spirit guide, which is the Holy Spirit, is telling you. I talk about this all the time. So, you know, when your flesh and your spirit starts fighting each other, believe your spirit. Stop thinking about, like, well, I'm gonna give them the benefit. Trust your spirit. Don't even question it, because if it's supposed to come back around in peace in what God has for it, it'll automatically do it. God don't need help being God. I promise you don't. Let it go. Let it go, Bookie. Once you start losing sleep, once you start crying more, once you feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster, that's not God. That is not God. I know that life be life and stuff like that, but you know, like, once you start affecting your bread, I'm gonna be honest, like, once I start feeling like, dang, I don't even want to go to work today, or dang, I can't even finish overtime shift because I got so much on my mind, and this person just got into your life, you just started dating that person, cut them off. Cut them off, because they're supposed to be adding to your peace. They're not the source of your peace. The source of your peace is God. You're meant to steward over your peace, but they're supposed to add to it, not take from it. So when someone starts taking away from your peace on a consistent basis, I ain't saying your relationship gotta be perfect, but on a consistent basis, especially very early on, deuces. Stop catching feelings so quickly. And I had to tell myself this, because I used to be like, that's my husband. That's my husband. Like, immediately. I used to date for the intent to marry, and now I use so much discernment. Like, okay, what you want? Okay, oh, I'm spiritual, so is the devil. Even the devil believe in Jesus. Who is your master? Because even the devil believe in Jesus. Who is your master? Who do you serve on a consistent basis? Who do you answer to? Because if a man can't answer to God, who is he answering to? Himself, which he's made himself his own God, or he answers to the devil? Either way, it's demonic. You know what I'm saying? So I need us to be vigilant as women of just the decisions that we make, because honestly, we know all the answers. We know all the answers because we done took the test multiple times. Stop dating the same dude with different faces. Stop having the same friends, doing the same job, and failing the test. Sometimes God gonna put you in that test again, so to see if you gonna pass. So it's not that, oh, you're failing in life because you keep going through. No, it's God is saying, like, are they gonna pass it again? Are they gonna pass it? Are they gonna pass it so they can go to the next level, so they can pass the class, so they can go to the next grade? You know what I'm saying? Because your husband may be in grade 15 and you still stuck in grade 12 because you don't want to take the time to study and actually just pass the test. Because that boy that sits beside you is so cute. He ain't that cute, Bookie. He's not that cute. So I'm gonna leave it like that. I love y'all, Bookie. I love y'all, but we gotta start holding ourselves and women as Christ accountable for the decisions that we make. Pass the test this time. Pass the test. Love y'all.